No one will stand in my way!
Duel!
I'm here. Whoa. Can you hear me, Dark Crow? Hi. My prediction is that you die through face damage even though you have like 50 XP ahead. What do you want me to comment? You're way too good. Not like I can't teach you anything. Alright, first of all, instantly you can see that he's got a growth mushroom. Bling as Mordor? As everyone knows that. Wait a minute. What the fuck? How did he... I gotta make a pose. There we go. Sorry, had to make a giant growth post in the suggestions. Alright, so obviously everyone exploiting the giant growth because it's OP, so you should be very careful in your defense here and try not to take too much face damage. You totally want to save Jolo for near your face. Maybe not actually, because they all have stuns. Oh well. I assume you want to wait to 10 in this case, because you don't have any of the very cheap 2 or 1 even cost card that you could instantly play. And I assume you want to stack up a Cage Prowler with a Lone Wolf first play.
If it bleeds, it dies.
Oh, okay. Well, I would not recommend instantly playing a 5 cost card like that, because that opens you to being punished quite easily, especially since you're playing it in the same lane as the giant growth. But even if not, he could easily use that. He can probably kill that. You don't have any spell to help it out. He can kill that with a Tranquil Shihu probably, or a blue golem if he wants. So that was very hasty of you. I would have waited to 10 and put a Cage Prowler. And now you're once again dumping all your mana so quickly that this is a bit too careless here. You're using your Blood Imps to capture bridges, but you're only getting 1 bridge anyway. And I think you have a tendency to die to face damage from your imps. He could play a blue golem there, punch the werewolf and obliterate the imps. Okay, I guess he's stupid. What the fuck? He's so dumb. Did he leak? 5 plus... I think he leaked 1? Because you would have 10 plus 1, 11, 11 and 11.9. He leaked 1 and then he put the golem in the corner? He totally fucked up. He could have punched your werewolf with a mushroom and killed a few blood imps here. Okay, you should have waited here for the Cage Prowler. The value of Cage Prowler is in its delayed value. I know it costs 3, but blah 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 blah. You should have waited much longer to play that, so that you can stack up a lot more mana together to take down any threat and pause a bigger threat yourself. Should have been more patient here. Man, you really fucked up. Alright, so now you have plenty of tools to kill that. You have your DPS here, then you've got obviously your tank, Magma Cannon. If he adds anything, make sure to place your Magma Cannon to the side and not stacked up on that, so that they don't all get hit by the same stun. Jolo and Taunt Trap if needed. Alright, got a bit of an issue here. So, what you'll need is a Magma Cannon here. Then you'll probably want to place your Taunt Trap away here to split the 2 golems. I would put my Taunt Trap down here in a moment, so that the top golem continues up top and the bottom golem gets distracted and probably switches lane. Like, yeah, this isn't the approach you need here. A Taunt Trap is absolutely not enough to help you out. And your Magma Cannon was a bit too far away. Should have been here by in the center part here. Yes, sure, a Taunt Trap tanks a bit, but it does more than that. You can use it to split up a push, and that's something I mentioned when I talk about Impetus Blast, or when people during a fight you want all of your assets to fight together. By that same logic, you also want to disrupt the enemy's units so that they do not fight together, and that the enemy units are staggered and spread away from each other. Spread out from each other. So you should seek to accomplish that by stacking your odds and spreading theirs. It's kind of like with an impetus blast here. I would have punted one bottom lane and the other towards here. This way you can stack up all of your units together to just demolish it. Meanwhile they are helpless because they're spread out. Alright. At least the the cannon here is in range. Also, that was a good. That was a good mana dump on your side. As soon as he used his spell, you instantly used your rage and horde, so that's good. Okay, now you know your scrats aren't gonna kill the golem, and he might heal it. That's the only threat I'm thinking about here. But I would probably wait, and once it's close to face, I'd probably chain lightning first, then assassin once the golem reaches your face. Or lone wolf, or instead of assassin. But here you shouldn't panic. Be patient. Let things unfold. You always have your chain lightning in hand to handle whatever he does. Stick C is not a threat. Stick C is poopy. Well, that's a very annoying. No! 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 You should totally ignore Stick C. Stick C is a non-issue. You got a giant growth golem on your face. That's a bit more important to deal with first. So if you hadn't played this, you would be at an 8.5 mana here. With 8.5 mana, you can start with the chain lightning. Poop, 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 poop. You get your crossbow trap. Place it, I don't know, here. And then once your golem reaches your face, I mean their golem, or as it's about to reach your face, you can play your assassin. So that your face takes maybe 1 or 2 hits only, and your assassin will finish it off. Alright. So let's say that you hadn't played this lone wolf. This is about where you'd go chain lightning, bang bang bang, place your crossbow trap, and then while the golem is about to come back from the stun, boom, assassin, and it's dead. Alright, it only got 2 hits. I think it might have gotten only 1 hit otherwise. Oh, by the way, here you should play your crossbow trap because of the timer changes, remember? And also you really wanted to kill his face, so yeah, you should have sought to use your trap as soon and as early as possible. Not only because of the logic behind cycling back then, but also the logic of the timer now. You absolutely need to play that as soon as possible. Oh god, that's scary. That was a good stun to get more damage in. That's good, your crossbow trap still ends up doing as much damage as it would have if you... oh god, of course. Well, this sucks. I think this is defendable. Not really, no. I think the best bet is to... Okay. I think the best bet is to enforce bottom, because it's not about logic and optimal play here, it's about defeating the enemy. And I'm 100% sure that if you play things bottom lane, he will use his stun bottom lane. Stun is one of his very few tools to deal with you. So by forcing him to use a stun... By the way, I think he would have used his stun if you had played your Tantrum Thrower up here. You want to bait him into wasting his stun, because if he plays optimally, I'm pretty sure you can't defend against this. But if you make him play poorly, by baiting him into doing overconfident plays, you could bait out his stun, and then after he's done his stun, you have a few tools to help you stall and DPS down the top lane, at least. Alright, there's a stun. Now, I think you can kill this. Although there's a tombstone, that doesn't really help. But, Magma Cannon here. As the golem walks forward, you place your taunt trap about here, so that the golem is taunted, but still has to walk a little bit. Then, well, as soon as the taunt trap is down, you put your Jolo and assassin, I think. Yep, exactly. Oh, yeah, Jolo's... I would use the decoy trap here. You absolutely do not want your Jolo to die. So you could put your decoy trap here for maybe later, but I don't know. Just make the golem walk more and use your trap, because due to the timer changes recently, Apep and Diona are stronger earlier on than later on, because mana goes faster than time over time. So you really want to use your traps as soon as possible, as early as possible. That is also a use for it. I guess, yeah, that's fine. I'm just very wary of Jolo. I do not count on Jolo taking ever, like, tanking more than 3 hits without dying. You got lucky, that's nice.
Go, Ruffles!
Oh nice, you still have your... I would probably play an assassin here to... The reason would be to keep a certain pressure up on the bottom lane, to force him to expand mana in the bottom lane. And by you playing an assassin like that to like surprise him, I feel like that's the kind of thing that make people misplay a bit. Or not, that's fine. This decoy, cage prowler will... it will hatch. Yeah, I totally forgot about Stixie. This was too early again. Oh, it's 4 mana, right? You could have waited a bit more here. Be patient. That 1 mana difference might be required. Obviously you're gonna Chain Lightning here. No Chain Lightning. Alright, well, Tantrum here, Crossbow Trap, and then Chain Lightning. Very nice. Although, yeah, that's too bad, that didn't work. Now it's kind of over. I suggest a Curse Bearer, by the way.
Masters, get ready. Showtime!
Psst. Cringe meta deck.
Masters, get ready. Throw down those cards.
Alright, well, I can't see why you lose here. He's just playing a meta deck with a meta master. Well, sorry, a meta deck with an overpowered master. Well, as soon as you see an APEP, you should be insanely wary and not even try to fight to get bridges. I know that it's 1 mana for 2 bridges, but he's just gonna get each bridge for 2 mana. What? No, he's dumb? Okay. Wow, that took him way too long to do that. Unfortunately, here's the thing. If you don't have a deck that has like 5 or 6 2 or 3 cost card like he does, then it's like not even worth it to play these obvious counters. Like, of course you play a Jello into a Rocket Scrat. Damn. Damn again. Oh, that's unfortunate. No. Why isn't he capping bottom? He should have capped bottom a while ago with his 2 cost cards. Who cares? Oh, what the fuck? He had Swarmers in hand for 5 years and he just didn't want them to die? That is such a waste. He should have played those Swarmers years ago. Also, this is the big downside of Diona now. It just sucks to play Diona now. Every second that you're not using your decoy or your trap is 1 extra second before your next trap. It's so dumb, it's so difficult to play her. I read your comments.
Bring the trap.
Yeah, that's the sad thing about the traps now. You gotta play them way when you don't feel like it, when it's not time yet. Wait, you have rage? Nice, nice. So you lost to Demon Warrior? I guess a Curse Bearer is in order. I guess you can always play that. Yeah, here you should have been patient and made absolutely sure that one of your Blood Imps was gonna target the heal puff before you stuck them there. A bit of patience always pays off later. Oh my god, why isn't he getting bridges? Nice free mana. Alright, well, you... Oh my god, Ruffles! No, you ruined the werewolf! Okay, well... You should have had the time now to analyze his deck. You should by now know exactly what you need to do to kill him. In your brain, you should have processed the information and made the conscious decision of, alright, I'm not winning through bridge control, I'm going to kill him. And now, how do I do that? Well, first of all, you should totally ignore this push, by the way. Fuck that. You can... I know Ruffles fucked everything up, but Werewolf at the back would have been nice. And then you literally stack up your units, and the only threat is mostly the boomer that you can actually deal with. The rocket scrat you can't really deal with, but the boomer you can. So yeah, now you have to kill him. Oh, yeah, the heal puff, right. Well, still gotta be patient. Damage ruffles, you really ruined everything.
Bring the trap.
Is heal puff really that big of a threat anyway? The healing is quite slow. Damn, I see what you were aiming for there, but of course Bear Avalanche. You didn't know about Bear Avalanche. There we go, the trap. That's good.
Good job.
Whoa, that is exactly the opposite. You were on the right track there, but this is exactly what you must not do. You need to try over and over, I think. Because, I'm not sure, it's rough, but because of the overpowered Bear Avalanche anyway, he can defend anything anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I guess at this point, well, the XP is equal, and he has an overpowered master with overpowered Bear Avalanche and an incoming Demon Warrior, so I don't think there's much to do due to the nature of the decks here. But that's good. That's the kind of thing you gotta do, but man, can you believe they're buffing Unholy Ground with the gameplay changes?
There's one. Go get it, boy.
Oh well, that's something to do in most matches that I have pointed out previously. If you notice a pattern in which you get shut down, then you should avoid that pattern and try for something else. Of course, the amount of possible ways to approach are kind of limited per game, I mean. But in this case, every time you played Cage Brawler, which would be a problem for him, I think, he shuts it down with, I know it costs one more mana, but whatever. You need that Cage Brawler, so he's gaining value from shutting it down. But you could have tried to bait him by placing your Cage Brawler and then instantly placing your Blood Imps around it. Well, not instantly, like give him the amount of time that a normal reaction time is, which is about 200 milliseconds to 250 milliseconds. You place your Cage Brawler, then you wait just a bit of time, then you place your Blood Imps on top of it. I am certain that he will cast Arcane Barrage and hit your Imps, and he'll have you will get your Cage Brawler. Now from that Cage Brawler you can make something happen with something in the other lane, because they got Bear Avalanche, and then you need Chain Lightning or a trap to deal with the boomer. It's difficult, but I think it was an option. Perk 3, use it quickly, use your trap. Oh my god, I think you could have won there. You had an assassin on face and traps available. Oh my god. Ah, but he had a totem anyway. Anyway, but you had to enforce him. You had to. Your assassin was healthy. Look here. Right now, your assassin is healthy. Your assassin can take a rocket scrat hit. You had to use your trap and taunt right now.
I know the way.
As Diona now, you need to play your traps as soon as possible. It has to be a... you need to feel that stress, that need to use them. Damn. Wow. He can just bear avalanche everything anyway. I think you might have won. Meh. It's really not sure, but now, well, there we go. Sorry, I was posting in general. Oh well. Ah well, you should probably just go face now. There's not much else to do.
Go, Rebel!
Place your two traps and hope for the best. There's nothing else. No, of course he's APEP and they buffed his auto attack. Ridiculous. Ouch, it hurts, it hurts. Well, that's too bad. On to the third. Oh god, 6 minutes against Stormbringer.
Let's duel.
Elfbringer.
The light
Why didn't I think of that? What does their name say?
Let's go.
Alright, Stormbringer. All of the Stormbringers have been shit Elfbringers lately, so play accordingly. Their first play is always Dormant Defenders, or Lone Scout, or Elf in the middle.
No
So,
one will stand in my way.
One thing that works against all of those options is Caged Prowler at 10 mana. Because elves exist to deliver damage. If you play your Caged Prowler, they might try to, and they try to kill it with, I don't know, an Infray. You will have a werewolf, and then if they try to put a Guardian to protect the Infray from the werewolf, then you have a Magma Cannon. So, wait to 10 mana and go for a Cage Prowler. Look at the little dragonflies. Haha, he doesn't know about mana over 10. He played before 10 mana. Haha. Alright, well, you know what to do. Werewolf into Magma Cannon quickly. Werewolf here, Magma Cannon, and then maybe even Bannerman. You want to shut those down. Fuck them. There we go, perfect. And then... oh, Blood Imps, sweet. Excellent. You know, would you chain lightning that? I don't know. Maybe I would want to chain lightning that. Hell yeah, there we go. Now, at this point, all of your push has been expended, and you gotta stay back. Oh, you got a Defenso now instead of what? Instead of Assassin? No, that's very unfortunate because Assassin is way better here. Obviously, Defenso is pointless in this matchup. Fair. Make sure to... yeah, that's annoying. Stupid buildings. I think this is a mistake right here. I think you need to do the same thing over and over again because of the way elves are. You cannot have your own mana generation be matched against theirs if both of you stagger your plays. As you fighting an elf, you need to go to play in bursts, because the only thing that kills elves is being shut down due to their insane range and DPS. DPS is dealt over time, so what kills that is burst. Burst is achieved through one big old push. Oh my god, right here you should have absolutely played your werewolf before the Cage Brawler appears. Like, played bottom lane, save your existing assets, and force bottom lane. And then Blood Imp stop. But you really needed that werewolf here. The werewolf is one of your only DPS units that can actually go up to anything. That can actually go face to face with any of theirs. Would have really helped. This point I would Bannerman top. Or my... you could have... You need to enforce elves, you need to stack up all your units, all of your strength together, even your spell, throw the spells on top of that. With your werewolf and the prowler, you could DPS that down, and then he would have panicked, he would have played something else. That would have given your chain lightning something to blow up. Are you still there? Cool. Yeah, and you shouldn't play into elves either. You should have went top. Let the elves target your face. Don't ever try to go up against elves face to face. That was fine, but that was not necessary. You did not need to play your spell should only be used to enforce units that he is using to defend. Don't use your spell defensively against elves, especially against elves. You have to use your entire health bar against elves because they are OP. Once again, you could have been a bit more patient with the cage brawler. You wanna... No, I guess, never mind. This is annoying. You have to leak because elves are stupid. This is the kind of place where the chain lightning is useful. When you have units up fighting his defenses, this is when chain lightning is. That's so annoying because the way the progression of the match went. When you had your cage brawler there and I was talking about having used the werewolf there, that was the key moment in that game. The reason is, by you not successfully piercing through and instead choosing to save up your mana, and him using up his mana, it made it so that he was low on mana while you were generating mana. Then you used all of your mana at that point, you dumped that on his existing units on the field to kill them. Meanwhile, he is generating mana, and he can easily defend what you placed. So when he reaches full mana, he can finally place very slow units on his side for delayed value. Meanwhile, you on your side, you have nothing to deal with and nothing to build upon. Sorry, not build upon, but you have nothing to build up. So you were forced to sit on your mana while his units were slowly massing up and advancing on his side, and you ended up losing all of your assets because you were forced to play them into nothing, pretty much. I think you would have won if that exact moment you had dumped your werewolf and helped your brawler, but I know, I've said that like 5 times already, I'll shut up. So this kind of trades that just happened here, this is the kind of trade that is a symptom of a previous mistake in the mana dynamics in the match. You were forced to do things you absolutely did not want to do just because you had to and you were leaking. And that's the reason why having one big threat that you can build upon when you're reaching 10 mana is useful. It sucks that Rock Rivals isn't a thing anymore, but it's also why elves are so overpowered, because literally all of their plays is exactly that. Slow paced, insane DPS, insane range, very difficult to approach and very easy to defend. Now it's the same situation as earlier. Nah. Where you are forced to spend... What the fuck is that range? God, elves are ridiculous. Now it's the same situation where the enemy has mana surge and you're forced to dump all your... fuck elves. elves are fucking brain dead to play. That was a good offense there. This is exactly the kind of offense you needed. Chain Lightning was your offensive tool.
Go, Ruffle!
Oh man. The mana surge too. I mean mana frenzy.
Go, boy!
Yeah, I guess at that point, as soon as you get mana frenzy, you have to chain lightning here. Bzzzt. And then you can play. Fuck elves. But yeah, against elves, as I said, you gotta go into bursts. You have to bait them into thinking, oh, I will defend, this is easy, and then you fuck them with the chain lightning. Hello, gsin. You're welcome. Okay, show me the stream and I'll stream the stream. DM me the link. Who is Larry? Well, yeah, you came in here and it was the first time to chat. Oh, there they are. You, I can't review a replay from you if you're on the other side, though. It's gonna be way too hard for me to get what's going on. Oh, also I gotta pee. Yes, yes, I will review it. Just give me a moment. let's do it. First of all, I need to hide everything. Alright, there we go. Oh, he's just playing a hyper cycle anyway. Are you here, gsin? Can you use the channel chat instead of whispers, please? I'm not unmuting it anyway. Onwards! Oh man, I don't know how I can do this. That rocket scrat was pointless. They missed the kill on the Legionnaire. That snap freeze would have been very nice, just a bit too late. When you have a spell like that, you should be hovering it. That means have it selected, press your hotkey, then hold down your left mouse button and hover it over where you think you'll need to use it. This reduces the reaction time. Instead of having to see, then press, then target, then click, literally all you do is see and release right click. Those crossbow dudes were a bit too much. Meanwhile, JF got a 0 cost card from Future, very nice. Alright, alright. I got a thing about 2v2 theory here. Okay, literally, 2v2 is much less about pressure than it is about constant bickering over the bridges. So, when your units are through the bridge, you should 100% of the time always expect the enemy to do something to not necessarily back cap it, but just cap it. Like this. Your crossbow dude is very far into enemy line. You know 100% that they're gonna play something there. So, think about what you'll play there. Maybe if they play Legionnaires, you could play a Whirly. If they play crossbow dudes, you can play a Stint. So, always be like here, they might play Swarmers here. So, what you should do is think about what the enemy will be doing. Also, I'm kind of expended from talking so much about the 1v1, but I have a lot to say about 2v2 also. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So that's most of the gameplay in 2v2 is preparing to see what the others are gonna do and instantly shutting it down if you can, or waiting it out if you can't. In 2v2, there's always something happening. Unlike in 1v1, where you need to think so much about the mana dynamics and how people are charging up their mana and protecting their assets and building up pushes and worrying about the enemy's tools. Of course, that happens in 2v2 also, but people aren't really at that skill level consistently. Like the few times where I really had to think during 2v2s was like doing conquest with the Fogo, for example, and we notice that the enemy has they always use a arcane bolt to kill a blastmancer, and then we make note of that. We consciously think about it when we play. Like, I will never play a blastmancer if I know that they will instantly kill it. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here, but 2v2 is about countering. You know that the enemy will try to get the bridge, so what you should do is you think about what you'll place there. It could be a Jolo, could be a stint. So as soon as they place a crossbow dude like that, you should go BAM! Stint! Right there, instantly. The crossbow dudes won't even step on the bridge. And there it is, perfect, good job. Those crossbow dudes were late. Once again, oh, by the way, those drone buzzers were crap. I don't know if they were yours, but they were fucking awful. Completely pointless drone buzzers. Absolutely shit drone buzzers. Fucking terrible and garbage. Yeah, so this game isn't about being passive and just sitting back and looking at the wall and then checking in, oh, this is the situation now, okay, I will play this there. No, this game is exciting and fun if you put your brain into it and you really gauge all of the pressures that's going on. When you play this game, you must constantly be thinking, what will the enemy do next? What would I do if they do that? And then during the early game, you pick up on their gameplay style and their decks. That's when you should register the kind of counters that they have towards your cards. But each game isn't its own separate thing. There are a ton of things that you carry over from one game to the other. Yeah, that makes sense that it was your teammate, because it was bad. And from that play I can tell that it's gonna be a rough game. Alright, well they only had 2 crossbow dudes up top. You guys could have played something there. Although they would have shut it down. Oh my god. Wait, why do you have jade flingers? So many mushrooms, but you're not using them. Jungle. I see. Well, I guess you could make things happen with golems. What do you mean blind drop it? No. No. That's... Preemptive plays like that are risky and not very rewarding, but they are extremely satisfying to pull off. Preemptive plays, I think they're mostly using Clash Royale. People do it a lot, but in Minion Masters I've very rarely done preemptive plays, but I have. Like, you notice an obvious pattern. There's so much I need to say. First case is when the enemy does the same shit over and over and over and over again. Like, you see a Morelia charging up her book as your unit is going through. You obviously know they're gonna play a skeleton horde, so you play a stand to just step back on the bridge, or you play your tantrum throwers or shit like that. I have a lot of examples of me preemptively playing in one of my previous
gameplay with fault. It's so easy sometimes to see it coming. It's like, you know they're gonna do something, so fuck that. I won't even wait. I'll just preemptively play. Okay, that's the first case. Now the second case of preemptive play is more of a pressure kind of thing. You got a few units crossing the bridge, and as your units begin to get closer to the enemy face, they lose your dominion over your side of the board, and there is a growing chance that the enemy will backcap it. And by preemptively playing like this, you're not necessarily predicting a play that you want to shut down, but you are preemptively playing to keep your train of units going. A slight pressure, there is a link in between each of your unit. Instead of sending units in a very separate and discrete manner, you have some sort of continuous pressure. And in certain cases, when the enemy doesn't have the options, it can be extremely hard for them to do the usual defense and bridge grab. Like you have, I don't know, an elite swarmer going through, and they want to put swarmers to backcap and then attack and DPS. But if you place a stint behind your elite swarmer just far enough, not too close, you gotta be just far enough, maybe one bridge length in difference between the two, behind your elite swarmer, then you are sure that the enemy will be like, oh fuck, I can't play that now. And then you gain 1 or 2 XP ticks. If you always play retroactively, I think that's the word, no, not retroactively. If you always play in response, is that what it means? Retroactive? Preemptive plays are proactive. Oh, reactive, there we go. If you only play reactively, then you will never get that cool little bonus of benefiting from your push. Alright, well, that was a lot to say, not much. Oh, step on the bridges. Well, you guys are fucked. Legionnaire, that was bad. That was a slow and messy and bad defense, by the way. Mostly because teammate wasted 4 mana on shit flyers that did nothing. Defending in this game, you let the enemies reach your face, then you cap behind them, and then your units that are next to your face will become your next push, and the units that are on the bridge, those are there that are like not too important assets that will soon fight, and you can maybe help them out or not. Like if you guys had drone buzzers here, it would have been way better of a defense. Like drone buzzers now, having defended and coming in now with the legionnaires, that's way more valuable than whatever happened to them. Like here, let's see how they defend. They are very slow. That fucking Empyrean army player there, he could have played years ago to get top bridge away from those monkeys. He's fucking at 10 mana, he doesn't dare approach this, and he's letting the monkeys generate so much XP. He could have easily played a Walking Blind Date after this monkey's through, then maybe some Tantrum Throwers. Or in the opposite order. Like, those Tantrum Throwers, they're dumb, it's stupid to play like that. That's not the use of a Tantrum Thrower. You want them to get on the bridge, do their little pierce and then get on the bridge. You don't want them to defend, as if they needed to defend. They got 3000 health, they don't need to defend like that. He should have played those Tantrum Throwers years ago. Or at least now they should have played it up top, straight on the bridges. No, he's just being too fucking scared and seeing the game as a left to right thing, which is fucking low skill. Get top, dumbass! Oh my god. Finally! Why did JF play Mordor like that? Why did that box? Oh, never mind. Alright, Jahun, Jahun. What did you play, Jahun? Well, Jahun, as with all 10 cost cards, you should... Jahun, as with pretty much all 5 or plus cost cards, I should say, you should have him on your side for a while before he even touches the bridges. You don't want to send him on his own. Their value comes from the fact of how painfully slow they are. A big unit being in a lane means that they pressure that lane for very long. You don't play a Jahun just because you want a Jahun out. The Jahun should be on your side and kill a few legionnaires, maybe attack once or twice before it even crosses the bridge, touches the bridge. Otherwise, you're just giving it away to the enemy. Like, Jahun there, okay. The enemy can just not play in that lane and dump everything up top, and Jahun will get 0 value. Except for a somewhat long presence, but that's it. And unless you try to do something with it, which is very difficult in 2v2, then that Jahun won't do much. Like, this Jahun needs help. As soon as the Jahun starts crossing the bridge, there should be some help here. And he's getting cursed. Okay, that's just sad. Like, you're... Should have had DPS at the back very long ago. Don't let a Jahun be. Don't let any big unit get fucked like that. That bear avalanche was very bad. Was it yours? I think so. Yeah, that bear avalanche was very pointless. You did not get formula value from it. Those razors suck. Again, your teammate blows. Look, bear avalanche, what's the point? You kill a few non-threatening units, you don't even end up with a bridge. If you don't end up with a bridge, you should reconsider everything. That Jinglong was stupid. Unnecessary as heck. Stormy, that was a good Stormy, but your teammate isn't providing you any of the meat you need. He's only providing things that also benefit from a beefy presence. Like that vulture, who cares? It's not supporting anything, it's not capping a bridge, it's just there, existing. That Submarine was fine to save the vulture. Okay, well, you guys are winning in XP, that's surprising. Why is the stream quality so shit? Is it me? No, okay. Sorry Jeff, I didn't mean to say it. I wasn't war looking, but I think that you guys just kept what's the word? Yes, you guys kept staggering your mana into plays that didn't actually work over and over when all you could have done is wait. Look at your health, you got 3000 health. Just be patient and wait. But that was mostly your teammate being stupid. Like, who the hell plays Legionnaires into that? Awful. Those monkeys were pointless, by the way. Don't do that. Don't see the game as a left versus right. You can play anywhere you want. It doesn't have to be at the back going forward like this. Those monkeys should have gone bottom. Make something happen elsewhere. Like, the enemy clearly has a bunch of slow units approaching. Stop slowing down the enemy. Slowing down the enemy is the biggest mistake that anyone does. You see a threat that's annoying to deal with? Don't be like, ah, that's dangerous. I need to go and kill that somehow by sending in some units. No, be like, what? They think that's threatening? Whatever, guys. I'll just wait it out. I'll play elsewhere. Screw you. And with that approach, you will be more confident in your defenses and much more efficient in your board control. Oh, it's not even about trying to split them. It's about slowing down the enemy. You see that going top, you say, okay, fuck that. You can have top, guys, I'll just go bottom. You don't even try to do anything up top. You don't need to defend that at all. Like, a long time ago, you guys should have stopped playing top entirely. Like, alright, this was pretty much the beginning of the end here, alright? These crossbow dudes were okay. He's still playing a stupid, shitty watch, but whatever. Now, bottom lane, those were bad because, well, they died. Alright, now here, assess the situation. Up top there's multiple units coming. Bottom lane there's just an elf. Your teammate should have thought at this point. Right here, your teammate should go, okay, fuck both of you at this point. When they played the Elite Swarmer, that was the key moment to think, alright, you can have top, let's play bottom. And then those Legionnaires should have 100% been bottom lane. Meanwhile, their top lane would have been progressing forward and you guys would have had something happening bottom lane. Now, mistake here, these monkeys should have been played bottom a while ago. Look at how the crossbow dudes are slowing down due to the monkeys. And now finally we get bottom lane with 2 cost card. And that Legionnaire up top is a shitty watch Legionnaire that's just gonna slow down the enemy even more. And this is why I like a Blastmancer. Instead of those monkeys here, for example, if you wanted to defend, this would have been a nice for a Blastmancer in towards the bottom. Burp. Got out of Blastmancer. Razors are pointless. That's not a threat. Who cares? It's some crossbow dudes and a bannerman. Oh my god, it's not a threat. A single whirly would kill all that. You don't need fucking Razor to DPS all that down. That's not what Razor should be used for. Razor should be used to empower a push, a threatening push, when you know that the enemy has medium to high health units like a defensive chopper. That Jahun is okay. This is the kind of Jahun you want, but you guys are in a very shit spot right now. Your teammate's deck is crap. He should have like a stint DPSing down and like Marines, and that would be his defense, not Razor. Ugh. Meanwhile, alright, this is the kind of thing. While this is happening, there's a defense here. There should be something like you guys placing a... God, I hate... Look at how left to right. I know I've been saying this all the time, but more and more I look at gameplay, the more and more I realize that people see this game so much in a linear way. Alright, when this is happening, when you guys set up a few, like 4 to 5 mana of defense would have been completely fine to shut all of that down. Use all of your other mana to shut down a bridge and beat everything up on that bridge. A Battle Shihu, a Whirly, an Incubus, I don't know, but overwhelm a bridge. The defense is fine. You don't need... How much mana is that on defense? Over 16's worth of mana. No way, you only needed 4 or 5 for that. The rest of that, you could pay 5 to 9 mana on the bridge to shut down the bridge, kill everything on it, and then have something going forward. This time here, all of this time, it's so slow. The enemy are holding the bridges. I don't know which monkeys you mean. But like, yeah, you want a powerful node, boom, on the bridge, a powerful presence there, bang. Because right now, your only node on the map is your Master Tower, and you're centralizing all of your power in a tiny spot there. You want to burst through, pierce through, get a bridge, make another node, because you have access to all of your arena on this side, but you're only using it one tiny point. That's all the units are converging to. Which is a very attackable position and a very hard to defend position. You want to spread out your units around your arena. On the edges at the bottom, on the edges at the top, in the pockets, at the front, in the center, on the bridges. Not concentrate them in a very small spot. Those legionnaires there were an attempt at that, and the skeletons here are a success at that. Fortunately, Bear Avalanche is OP. Like, meanwhile, when there's a Jahun there, you need to hold the bridge in front of it. With something very cheap, like Tantrum Terrors or Swarmers, something like that. Yeah, well, don't care too much. You shouldn't... Don't feel bad about anything I point out specifically. I'm mostly talking about overarching principles and approaches. That Stormy is bad because it will not capture the bridge. No matter what it does, it will neither deny nor grab the bridge. So be wary of that. All of your plays should seek to accomplish that goal. I think that Bear Avalanche was a bit too much also. Unless... Okay, well, Bear Avalanche is OP, so it's not too bad to use it here. Well, I don't know, that is a bit much. Like, for 4 mana, you could have a Drone Walker supporting that. Bear Avalanche here is a bit too much. You didn't really shut down much. Your Jahun was there. You do remember that they used the Haunting Hugger last time, so you should be wary of that and be ready for that. And they did it again. Did he get a free Haunting Hugger? That's so dumb. Why is he playing a Cycle Mordar? That Bear Avalanche on their side was dumb. Those buzzers, once again, were 5 years too late to the battle, and that Vulture also, so teammate isn't helping at all. Ravenous Swarmer, you should preserve them, they're fragile. Make sure there's some sort of tank for them in front. How's the XP? I can't see. I think you guys are ahead still. Where did that gun come from? What? Oh, Nice rock and roller. But I don't think you killed very much with it. You kinda did, I suppose. Wow, that killed the rocket? Weird. Oh yeah, Stormy with Jahun would have been great. Definitely worth. Interesting growth. Now they have a hugger again, obviously. Stupid Jinglong. That didn't really do much. That Think Tank tune. I think that's an issue here. That's the cost of cards. TTT here, well, if your teammate was hovering Legionnaires, sure. It's just getting a bit expensive every time. That's why low-cost cards are so good. It's not because of bridge capping, bridge grab, spam, spam, spam. No, it's not because of that. It is because of the dynamic of board strength. Each team should seek to play their low-cost cards first, because from an empty board you play your low-cost cards to get a presence going. The enemy plays something slightly more expensive to counter that, so that allows you to play something a bit more expensive. That's the arms race in terms of mana on board control. That's why you want to have a curve that includes a lot of low-cost cards, so that you can always pull back your mana spending to achieve pretty much the same goal. If you end up having to pay 3, 4, 5 every single play, then you always fall a bit behind. Sure, your units are strong, but you're always the one on the receiving end of the counter. Okay, what else do I need to talk about? See here, we got countered by Bear Avalanche, surprisingly. I think he's literally only playing Mordar because he's one of the last masters that doesn't suffer from cycling. He gains something from cycling, even if it's miserably low. That Bear Avalanche was fine, but the snap freeze was a bit much. Plus, the snap freeze made them freeze, which reduced the damage they took from Bear Avalanche. That Golem again, you're sending way too much mana to be... You're handing it over, that mana, to the enemy. That's 10 mana, and then they're just like, okay, whatever, I don't care, it's a Golem, we'll just backcap it and kill it here, it's fine. They don't really care about that. That was a nice little stun. But goddamn, your teammate does not support at all the golems. Where are the drone buzzers? There's never any fucking drone buzzer between these. Behind these when there should be every time. That golem and the rampant growth would have been perfect if there was just one single fucking vulture behind it, but no. He just leaves all of your shit to die because he doesn't... He's just doing his own thing, doesn't really look at anything. Decent Dragon, played at the back towards the end of the game, which is when it should be played. Oh, you're losing in Mana Frenzy? Yeah, that makes sense. Just because low-cost cards and Mordar. I think to win... Okay. Mana Frenzy, end of the game, you have a dragon. Each player should have a Mana Frenzy killer. Yours is Stormy. You need to pump Stormies out and nothing else. Although Stormy got heavily nerfed, which sucks. There it is, that's a Stormy. Now you should be thinking about nothing else but more Stormy. Oh my god, your teammate does nothing! He's just sending fucking crossbow dudes and legionnaires. That's not at all what you need. You need drum buzzers behind the dragon. Well, there we go, some fucking buzzers finally. Yeah, during Mana Frenzy, you shouldn't really spend fragile units like Swarmers. How much are they? 3 mana? That 3 mana could be used to build up another Golem, for example. You need fat units during Frenzy. Fat units and Mana Frenzy winners. Not Swarmers. You need flying range units like Stormy. You need swirly units with presence. Think Tank Tumming's fine. You should be aiming for more Stormies at this point. Unfortunate heal. Yes, Stormy, there we go. Now need the next Stormy. Oh, and here, oh my god, you cannot let the enemy hold a bridge. Okay, there we go, good. You cannot let the enemy contest and hold a bridge during Frenzy. Although I think it's kind of over now. Don't think you guys can pierce through because Jinglong. Oh. Well, yeah, you don't have a stun for Mordor, so you're boned. That barrel launch was good. I can't believe he has camera movement. Makes me ill. Oh, I see. He's just playing Mordor to get infinite walls. He's not getting any real perk, but who cares when you play fine, you can still win easily without your perks. Without any perks. And here's Jinglong, OP. Defense, it's all you need, am I right? Teammate should spread out his buzzer so that they don't get all fucked by Jinglong every single time. I hate how Rock and Roller doesn't capture. Also, Jinglong should start with a cooldown. Oh really? That's funny. But I can see that. But the stream just ends. That's funny. Oh, the replay got corrupted. I see why. Nice. Well, no, not at the end. But if you had gotten Frenzy sooner, which would have been difficult, well, you might have. I see. Uh, Let me pull out the old spreadsheet. Fuck this, I'm not letting other people play Apex for me.
Masters, get ready.
Mayan, look at that.
Play cards.
Was that a fucking Stixie? Who the hell does that? Oh, an assassin, cool. I think I'll go for this. Very nice. I'm expecting that skeleton to res. I got nothing. Good use of the frozen there. Fuck. I missed. Why are they using fucking Soul Stealers? It's so craps. Sorry, Jodo. Go on. Thank you. Oh, Skeleton is too weak, really? That sucks. Good slow. Oh no, why he played bottom lane? What's this? Wolf among sheep? Okay, cool. Shit, I fucked up. I played that because I had to. That's why you should play Stormbringer, kids. And they had those, all of those would be fucking dead by now. Oops, I totally forgot that it was APEP. Sorry. We don't have range, that's why I should be Stormbringer. Oh, that was such a good impetus into my War Dancers. People really lack ranged. Stormbringer is so good, can't live without him. GG. Oh my god, that XP difference.
You get a reward. You get a reward. Everyone gets a reward. This will be.
I stand for rightness.
I'll burn them to a crisp.
Love me some Plat 2 gameplay, am I right? Ooh, yes, Stormbringer!
And start mashing the buttons. Do something.
Oh god, that Stormbringer deck though. Well, that's okay. Sure wonder what my teammate was doing. Nice. I'm stacking up with that. I love it. Shit bear avalanche, but I wanted to get my zero cost card out. Honk honk. Wow, the enemy isn't very good. What the fuck? They're You're not capping bottom at all. What the fuck are you doing? GG. Man. Oh my god, this is the first time I ever see the bears go the right way. Oh wait, hold on, I should restart my stream. I wanna split up the gameplay with the review.
Lightning never strikes twice.
I am so ready.
What the fuck was that tank?
Now I'm ready.